Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of the podcast, because right sat across from me looking a little bit awkward is little Golden Tin. How you doing, mate?
Hey, how's it going, guys? We're filming in the hottest hotel room ever.
For some reason I thought, let's book a travel lodge and record the podcast, and so now I'm sat in the cock chair and Golden Tin sat on the floor.
On the floor, yeah. A lot of money went into this one.
Yeah.
High budget studio.
Speaking of high budget, that's why we're talking about Toy Story.
Oh!
The greatest animated film ever, 3D animated. Would you disagree?
Well, wow, now you just put me on the spot there. I think Toy Story 2, just straight off the bat, I'll come out swinging. Toy Story 2 is better than 1, only by a little bit.
Right, why?
So I would say that's the greatest.
What's your thesis?
You've got like... I guess for me, because I've seen them all like a million times. Everything's already set up in number 2. I don't need to do that Buzz Lightyear doesn't know who he is kind of thing.
Yeah.
We get straight into it. It's got quite a cool story with Woody being a bit conflicted. I like Jessie. I like Stinky Pete. I like Al.
Yeah.
And it's like a bigger scope. They're outside. There's like a little adventure going on. You know, Zurg's there. It's like there's a lot going on in that movie.
It's quite interesting because having only watched, like, I've watched them loads, but as a kid, so they're just sort of the same film in my head almost. Like, I don't even know if I could power scale Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2.
Oh, so that's not how you use power scale. But the first film is like it takes place in a house next door, mostly.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas this is like a much grander. You know, elevates it. They're outside.
Right. Okay.
They're in the city. You know, it makes sense.
The big city.
In the big city, yeah.
I guess there's like loads of really interesting there's a big old police car whizzing by. Wait 1 second.
Found us.
By the way, while we're having an interim, the laptop we're recording on does like fail all the time at recording, so every now and then I'm going to stop the recording and start again, so you guys can enjoy that, the abrupt stops of this podcast.
Just edit that out. Don't keep that in.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I agree there's like lots of really interesting visuals in Toy Story 2. The sort of stuff you can only really do with animation, like the traffic cone thing, where they like waddle across the road with the traffic cone and cause a crash and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about these early Pixar films, is they do things that can only be done with animation. And in fact, the entire plot of Toy Story could only be done animated. Like, there's no way you could do that live action.
Unless they did some like heavy like stop motion work, but it would be next to impossible.
I want to see the live action Toy Story.
But stop motion is basically animation anyway. So yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Do you think Toy Story would have worked as a 2D animation?
Yes, I think it would have been good, but it wouldn't have been interesting. It might not have hit as much as like it did because it was 3D. Because obviously it was like the first 3D film, right?
Yeah.
So that really put it on the map and had a lot more eyes looking at it. I feel like if it was 2D, it would have been great anyway, no doubt, but it might have slipped through the cracks a little bit or been memory hold, you know?
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I mean, it's a bit like Avatar, where like the main selling point was that it was like this new revolutionary technology. But Toy Story, I think, sticks the landing a lot more because it's actually got a compelling story. Whereas, I don't know, man.
Avatar is like the industry plant of movies. I don't get it. Like, it was good, but like... Alright, we're not talking about Avatar. Let's do Avatar another time, but that's a whole different
I've got Avatar in the brain because I'm writing an Avatar video, and spoilers. And it does seem like at points when I'm reading about the production of Avatar, I really struggled to care. And other points it seems genuinely impressive, but like the actors, for example, really went out of their way on Avatar to do all the action, even though they're blue people. But on the other hand, it's just like they made really good technology. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Toy Story had like... I had the tape of Toy Story. I don't know if you had the tape. And it had like a behind-the-scenes bit at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see that? And they was talking about like how it... You know, how it originally was going to be, the original story, and what went into it. And they used models and stuff like that. It was really cool. And there's this story of like... Toy Story 2, I think it was like... Did you hear about this? It got like wiped...
I did
a few weeks before it was meant to come out or something like that.
Yeah.
Completely. But some lady had a backup copy,
That was a work from home W.
Yeah, just at her house, and I think they managed to save it.
I wonder if that happens nowadays because there's like so much data protection. I wonder if people can take a copy of the whole film home with them. I just don't think that happens nowadays.
No way.
Yeah, so it just happened unless you're the editor, maybe.
Yeah, and if you keep it small, then you know who's leaked it. Like
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true. Oh, but also I think Toy Story 2 that happened, and also they reworked the entire film like a year before release. They just sort of thought, this is rubbish, and started all again a year before it's meant to come out. So I do think it's like a crunch time extravaganza, that film. I think the animators worked literally hundreds of hours to do that.
Yeah, I feel like the first, like all these films could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Like they're one wrong step and this would have been hated, and like it might have like killed 3D animation.
That's actually true. Yeah,
like
this
Disney movies, you know.
kickstarted a whole genre just because it's absolutely outstanding.
This is a banger.
It is
It's absolutely
it is a
banger.
banger.
Pixar just released banger after banger after banger for
When
years.
did Pixar go in the toilet? The Good Dinosaur?
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
Oh.
I never even saw The Good Dinosaur, but I could tell. I don't know what it was. Like,
Yeah.
I remember seeing adverts for it, being like, "That looks not right."
I think The Good Dinosaur I know gets it, but I think Cars 2 is also like a bit of a sidestep.
Yeah,
like,
people don't like Cars too. I know.
I don't think I even have watched Cars 2 all the way through. Is there like an old Pixar and the new Pixar, or is new Pixar still trying to be old Pixar? You know what I mean? Have they just decided to do something different to the old stuff?
That's the thing. What are they doing now? I don't know. I mean, I'm not up on kids' movies so much these days.
Yeah.
I know they're going to make another Incredibles or something like that. So clearly, you remember when they had all those sequels coming out? That's when I feel like maybe they got a bit desperate.
Yeah, I mean they did actually. Disney, did you see it? They released like a independent, like a original idea film, and just no one went and saw it. And then Disney actually came out and said like, well, don't tell us to make unique films if you don't want to watch them. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
feel like that does happen.
But on the other hand, I think that film had, I can't remember what it's called, but I think that film had like literally no marketing. So it's kind of like...
It may have been that Raya film with a dragon or whatever.
I think it was ELO,
Oh.
or something like Elio.
Something like that, yeah.
Little kid with one eye.
That's the thing, like these
Why not?
films, these early Pixar films look cool and like you want to see them. Like superheroes, toys coming to
yeah.
life, bugs and like monsters and stuff like that, like fish.
Well, okay, so I haven't watched modern Pixar films, but it does look like the old ones were always like, what if X normal thing was alive? You know what I mean? Like, what if toys could live? What if the monster under your bed had a whole other life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
what if your car could talk? And I feel like now it's not that, but also I haven't seen them. But just from like the marketing I've seen, it's just sort of like, I don't know.
It's like a lot of like little kids now, like as the main characters.
Yeah, what's that all about?
How are man children like us supposed to enjoy the film if that's the main character? In Toy Story, it's like a cowboy and a spaceman. That's freaking epic.
That's a good point. Have you seen speaking of little kids? Did you notice when you watch Toy Story that you never see any kid's face but Andy and maybe Sid? At his birthday
there's, like,
party, you don't see any of their faces.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, do you know why?
Yeah, because they're all the same model,
All the
just,
same little
like
kids.
recolored, like basically.
They must have been working at like proper not shoestring budget, but real limitations if
Yeah.
that's what they were doing. You know.
But it's
Like-
clever how they did because they shot it all at small angles, like you're a toy, as like
Yeah,
a way
yeah.
to get around that. Like it's clever, man.
Now Toy Story 4, I do.
Uh-oh.
I don't.
Jumping straight to Toy Story 4.
Well,
really.
I'm just bouncing around really. My one thing I like about Toy Story 4 is it might be the best looking film ever. It looks really good.
The best looking film ever is crazy.
Do you not think?
It's a good looking film. I will give you that. It's got a nice atmosphere and
Because what I like about it is if you look at a modern Pixar film, there's something about the art style that's kind of lacking. Like it's all everything's sort of very perfect in a modern Pixar film, and therefore it has no art style. But Toy Story 4 has an art style and still looks perfect. I'd say the lighting's really nice. Everyone's really colourful and cute.
yeah, because they have to like emulate the old characters from ages ago.
Yeah, but if that came out just now as like its own thing, it would just look generic. I feel like, and that's quite sad, really.
Yeah, well, they would just do it differently. It would like the art style would be different. I think
This is now just two man children
hating on modern Pixar. They should have, you know, it's been making films for us, really.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think what's nice about Toy Story, I think it's quite timeless. I bet kids nowadays know about Toy Story.
Oh, they would love Toy Story, I bet still.
I bet Toy Story is still a very big... I think I saw a thing which was like, one of the last weekends, the biggest movie in cinemas was like the Shrek re-release.
Yeah.
Like, it's just sort of...
It seems to happen a lot with re-releases that like they just make the big money
Yeah.
and newer films just aren't hitting.
I don't know if I'd go see Toy Story in the cinema again, though, because, like, it doesn't visually look incredible. You know what I mean? Like, if you scale that to a big screen, it's just like, yeah, it's just Toy Story. Do you remember, what's your thoughts on how the graphics have aged?
Of Toy Story 1,
Yeah.
2, I guess. They're not too far apart from each other. I think it's aged quite well because the characters are very well animated, like, as in they move
Oh,
nicely.
yeah.
They don't feel stiff.
Yeah, that's a really good point. They sort of got the animation absolutely perfect. Didn't
Yeah, and like Woody is like obviously he's like a rag doll, so he moves around very fluidly. And other characters who are meant to be literally rigid because they're plastic move like that. Like they look good, and I don't even think that like the human models look that awful in these films. Even though they look a bit bad, but they don't look awful.
I think it was you who told me that they deliberately made a thing about toys because that's all they could render the best was like rubbery plastic. Like everything they rendered had like a rubbery plastic feel, so they're like, let's just make a thing about toys.
I told you that.
Yeah, I think you did tell me that.
I feel like something you would tell me.
Oh, maybe.
You're the CGI guy.
I think it was before you were in full-time employment. You probably sat on the internet all day reading fun facts. Now the roles have reversed, and you just go, that's great, mate, I have a job.
That's good to know. But it makes sense that it was clever of them to do it, because then you can get away with Woody looking a bit like weird. Because they couldn't perfect humans. I think they did like a test film about toys, or about a toy. It was like a little tin guy or something. I don't know if you saw.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. But
yeah.
I should have done some reading before this. But like, I've actually been living my life for 1 week rather than like sitting in a little room making visual effects.
That's not true. We dedicate everything to this car.
What's the most work you put into an episode of this podcast? Be real.
Probably watching a movie.
Fair enough.
One thing I'll say about this, going back to that, is the dog looks kind of bad. I'll say the dog.
Slinky.
No.
What's the dog's name?
Spud or something like that.
Spud.
Is that his name?
I don't know.
The Sid's dog. He's the only thing that's kind of aged quite bad. Really.
I kind of like how bad he looks though. It's pretty fun. I also like that he caused the traffic jam. That's just fun.
Yeah, that whole last chase is cool.
What's the most iconic Toy Story moment? What comes to your mind immediately when I say Toy Story?
When he starts flying, he gets Buzz gets his wings out, cuts the rocket off, and just starts flying for some reason. But I don't even care. Like, let him fly. They don't have to explain that.
I think the bit that comes to me is when he's in the second one where they're eating the cheesy What's-Its or like whatever those crisps are, and like the horse is like licking his fingers. I don't know why.
Yeah, because that's your life. You often have like cheesy What's-It fingers.
I do a thing where when I eat, the saliva gets on my hands, and I just get like powdery hands. I literally don't know how to eat a bag of crisps without making a mess.
No matter what I'm eating, my fingers do not go in my mouth. I could be eating a burger, a pizza slice, crisps. They don't go in my mouth. I don't know how you... It's like you want to put it in. Like you're worried it's not going to fully go in, so you stick your whole hand in your mouth.
Well, have you just observed me doing this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's a marvel to witness.
I'm so sorry.
But I'm glad that you like this. That scene was quite tense, to be fair. But I think I remember being a kid not like kind of wanting to fast forward through that What's-It scene. I didn't really care that much.
I think it's because a lot of scenes in Toy Story are really colourful, but that scene's quite dark, aside from the really bright orange What's-It, so it's like burned into my brain. Like
incredible What's-It visuals in that film.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
No, wait, well, we can go back to hating on Toy Story 4, but let's talk about Toy Story 3, actually, because I think Toy Story 3 started off the sequel
it did.
Resurgence.
I think,
and it was like the only good sequel they made.
Okay, well, I think there's like 2 genuinely good sequels ever, like as in like 2010s, 20 sequels, and it's Toy Story 3 and Men in Black 3. Thoughts on that? Men in Black 3 is good.
I did not expect you to say that. It just came out of nowhere.
Well, because these were ones that came out in like 2012, and they weren't nostalgia bait. They can continue the stories of everything in them, because they almost felt like just necessary sequels almost, and then everything else was like, oh, sequels sell well, let's make more sequels. And then they started doing it on purpose.
I haven't seen Men in Black 3, so I don't know what you're on about. I think in Pixar Disney sense...
Sorry, let me get off topic.
You're getting off topic. Men in Black 3 now. No, it's like, I think Cars 3 was good. I never saw that, but I know people like that one.
What an informed discussion this is.
I've heard that it's good.
Brilliant.
But anyway, I wanted to talk about Toy Story 3.
Go on then.
What do you think? I feel like you don't like it.
No, Toy Story 3 is maybe my favourite one. Maybe.
Really?
It's really good. It's really good. I think the story's maybe the best and the most interesting. I also like how they matured it a lot for like... They knew the people watching that film were going to be 10, 15 years old or whatever. And they made a film for those people and kids. It's genuinely sad. It has a nice little story. The stakes are really high. It's good. The only thing I find annoying is Spanish Buzz. Just if you just take that out of the movie and it's brilliant.
I forgot about Spanish Buzz.
Yeah,
you are right.
And it goes on a bit long. And it's also sad that Woody and Buzz don't have such a dynamic in that movie, because Buzz is like off as a soldier half the film. He gets like brain rewired, then he's Spanish. And they do that in Toy Story 4 as well. Buzz is barely in Toy Story 4. I don't know why they don't keep them together. It's like a really common thing.
It's just a Woody film, really, number 4.
But so is Toy Story 2, technically. But Buzz still has a ridiculous amount of screen time, you know.
Buzz is great in that film. That's probably his best. He's best in number 2, I'd say.
He really is, because like he gets to be Buzz Lightyear while being like
sane.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But he's still like the leader, you know. Like, yeah, Toy Story 3, I like it a lot. I think it's really good.
Good. I'm glad, man.
I just like that you can watch a sequel without being disappointed. That's really nice.
I think that you're right. I think that started the Disney sequels is what I meant, like Pixar sequels. That's when we got Incredibles 2, Finding Dory, whatever. In terms of grander sequels, I don't know. I think they've always been a bit of a thing. But you're right, around that era, 2012, 2013, that's when we got a big load of sequels and remakes started coming out.
I've heard Jurassic Park, the Jurassic World is the first big sequel, but I actually think it was Toy Story 3, Men in Black 3. Jurassic World is the first just like complete retelling story. You know what I mean? Like Toy Story 3 actually took risks. Like it's a really risky movie that completely pays off. Whereas Jurassic World as a sequel is just Jurassic Park again with.
I think Jurassic World doesn't have much to do with the original. I think it distances itself.
Yeah, but it also has nothing to say that the original didn't have to say. Like,
hey, I liked it. Don't be hating on Jurassic World. It's like the only good. There's like 2 good Jurassic Park.
Oh
films.
really? I'm not much of a
3 or
Jurassic
4.
Park fan, to be honest. Like, I was in the first one, I think it's good, and then I just thought, why do I need to watch more of this?
Oh,
like,
too many practical effects, no doubt.
I just need CGI.
I just need CGI.
I think you're right. Isn't Jurassic Park full of CGI? And it's just good.
I think the first one is like, it's decent. It's probably aged badly now, but
I think I remember watching and thinking like looks alright, to be honest. Like Brachiosaurus.
Because I think there is a lot of practical enhanced with CG, so it's like how it should be done, you know.
Wow, elitist.
Yeah.
So going back to Toy Story, I think you wanted to slag off Toy Story 4, and we can come back to that. But I just wanted to think, like, is there any other Pixar film that's as magical as Toy Story? Because, like I said, like Cars is what if Cars could talk. Monsters Inc.'s really magical. It's like, what if the monster under your bed was actually a nice guy, basically. But I feel like none of them reached like the height of childhood's brain activation that Toy Story gave me. You know what I mean? Like, I think for most of my life, I thought in the back of my head, like, what if my toys are alive? Like, until I was like 15, I still thought like, maybe there's a chance they're alive. Maybe. Was I just too lonely?
15 is kind of 15, wild.
Okay, maybe I've had too sad of a life.
I think childhood magic. Yeah, I think you're right about Toy Story being. No, I don't know if it's the only one, because I really did love Monsters Inc. and I really loved Finding Nemo as well. Like, Finding Nemo's got quite a magical element to it, because it's all in that ocean and it looks really good. And then obviously Monsters Inc. is in a different world, similar to ours, but
I just don't think Finding Nemo activated my brain neurons, because I was like, yeah, fish can't talk.
Oh, that's stupid. Only my toys can talk.
Well, because in Toy Story they do it when you're not there. You know what I mean? So like the moment I leave the room, what if they're talking? Did you not have this?
No, I did.
Yeah,
Right. I used to have like my toys watch movies with me.
Oh,
because I was like, right.
But
I want to be involved.
Do you think a whole generation of children looked at their toys a different way because of this film?
Yeah,
it's kind of insane.
They probably love their toys more. Like, it's probably made people more attached to their toys.
Do you wonder if that's why adults buy toys these days? We have controversial opinions on that, but
that's a really interesting point. That like maybe this film has something to do with a lot of people being collectors in their later years. But I think a lot of that is to, and I don't really judge people who do that, like collect actual figures. Like, we don't really like Funko Pops.
Well, because Funko Pops is like collecting for the sake of collecting, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, it's
but
like
if you want to buy like a statue or a figurine that's got a lot of effort put into it,
yeah,
I don't. You do what you want with your own money.
My criticism is also of like cheap plastic. You know what I mean? Like, if you buy like a cheap plastic model that's just made by a slave in China, it's just like, well, what's the point? If you buy like a nice thing that's been crafted really brilliantly, then fair enough. You know?
Yeah, it's like everyone needs a hobby. Cool. I think a lot of people are just like, I'm a grown up now, I can afford my own toys. Whereas like my parents used to say, well, you can't have that. So now I'm just going to do it. I think that's maybe a lot of logic that they've got. And also the toys now are like debatably better than the back in the day, because of like technological advancements in the toy industry. You know?
I feel like there's like I feel like actually your bog standard toy is a lot more rubbish. If
Yeah.
you touch a box down
Yeah.
toy, they're like cheaper plastic with crappier paint. But like the high end toys, they're actually really good.
They're like probably the best toys I've ever been right now.
I wouldn't give that to my kid because he's not going to appreciate what I've given him.
That's
It's like,
mine.
you're getting the plastic slop, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Transformers. We're going to talk about Transformers.
No.
There's a lot of great Transformers figures that we've both wanted, like
Yeah.
super like high detailed and accurate Beast Wars toys. Maybe we'll get them one day. I don't know. I'm not against it, but
I would
need the
like
space
one
for it,
or
really.
two. Yeah, need the space, and also just need more money. You know what I mean? Like,
More money, please.
I don't think I could justify like, yeah, here's a £300 Megatron. It's just like, I just can't do it. Like, that 300 quid to go on cheese, you know?
Like on food, yeah, we could feed ourselves with that. But yeah,
Do you think you really like this film, as do I? This franchise,
this franchise,
I guess.
yeah.
Do you think we just really like it because of nostalgia, or it is really just exceptional?
Well, first I'm going to preface that me and you both like 1, 2, 3, but we don't like 4.
Bro has to get this in.
Both of us don't like 4. Well, you say we like the franchise, we like, 75% of it.
I've seen 4 twice, and I can't fully remember the reasons I don't like 4. I just think it's too much about Woody, and not enough about the rest of the gang.
Stupid Spork. I don't care about the Spork.
Oh yeah.
They take away the gang.
Yeah,
The girl throws she just abandons Woody, which in the third film was all about like, oh, giving Woody to this girl so she can love and cherish it like Andy did, but she just neglects him the whole time.
Yeah.
Throw the gang aside,
Yeah.
and I don't know. He leaves them at the end of the film
Yeah.
to go live with Bo Peep.
Isn't that against his whole character arc across most of it? Isn't it in Toy Story 3? He's definitely like the Andy still loves us guy, and makes them all stay, even though they have a chance to be happy, and then he just abandons them in 4. Is that what happens?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why? What does the rest of the gang do? They stay with the little kid, don't they?
And
Barney.
Like Barney, yeah. The last film, he doesn't even talk. He talks about Bo Peep like one time, and then here he's like abandons everyone to be with her.
I also just don't think a China porcelain model could survive. You know?
No.
She just has
She'd
to
have a few cracks.
falling over once and it's so over.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
actually the end, and a little sheep wouldn't live either. And yeah, I just Duke Kaboom, he's cool though.
Oh, come on.
Whoa, bro's got a problem with Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom. Is there actually any cool toys in that film? I quite like the dummies. They were quite funny. The
Don't remember
ventriloquist dummies.
The,
They were quite creepy.
The baby being a enforcer was quite cool. I did like that. It was actually creepy.
That's the third film.
No. In the 4th one, they go into the antique store and there's like creepy baby dolls.
Those are the dummies.
They're called the dummies.
Like ventriloquist dummies.
I really remember.
She's a
remember it.
baby kind of doll. Like, she's not really a baby, but she's like a small girl doll.
Right. Okay.
You idiot. You're getting your enforcers in Toy Story mixed up.
Isn't the bad guy in every Toy Story film just a toy who wasn't loved? Isn't that what it is? Like,
Basically, I don't remember what her beef even was. I know she wanted his voice box.
oh, so she could be loved, basically. Yeah, that's what it is.
Something like that. I don't know what her... Wasn't there... Is there another villain in the film? I feel like there's... Because she becomes good at the end, or like they just
Yeah.
give her what she wants at the end.
Well, because she's just misunderstood, you know. What
Yeah,
I mean?
it's
But like
something
one, the
stupid
other
like
two misunderstood as well. Wasn't the prospector misunderstood? and
Lotso hugging bear.
the-
Yeah, he's the best villain in the franchise. I think I'll agree with that, even though number 3 is not my favourite one.
Why? What's bringing number 3 down for you?
Well, going back to your question, nostalgia, I think I will say number 2. I think I just like the adventure aspect of number 2 as well. But
Yeah.
number 2 and number 1 is definitely my favourite, second favourite, because of nostalgia, I'll say. Like, I grew up with that one. Number 3 I saw at cinema, nearly made me cry. Nearly didn't actually cry.
I
but-
cried. I'll admit.
um,
I think I'd cry now if I watched it. It's just sad.
I'd well up. I like it, but I kind of am a bit sad that it's like, it's like the end kind of thing, or it was.
But I like that that's the end, considering what came after.
Yeah,
That's
no,
right.
and I think in retrospect, I liked in the 3 when I saw it, but in retrospect, I like it a lot more. And the
Yeah.
villain is really good. He's better than the Prospector. I do like Sid.
I like that the Prospector had like a unique, even though his motivation is love me, it's kind of like manifests in a really messed up way. He just wants to be a collector's item. Like, it's kind of like, It's just like, what motivations could you give a toy? And there's only a few directions a toy could go in.
Yeah,
You know
because
what
I think
mean? Like,
because no one wants to play with him, so I think that's he's just bitter that that the
Yeah.
show was cancelled and they're forgotten about. So he's like, right, well, we're all gonna be forgotten about.
if Toy Story 5 was a commentary on something like Funko Pops, how would you feel if it was like
That would be interesting.
all these toys want to be played with by kids, but just like adults, let's just say, buy them, and they're like really depressed because of it? I would find that really interesting.
They should have like class wars over like who's a
Oh,
real toy
yeah.
and who's not. Like
Little
you're just a
collector's item.
figurine. You're just
Oh wow, that'd be sick.
That'd be like racial undertones in the Toy Story toy world of like who's a toy and who isn't. 'Cause I guess they had that
yeah.
in 4 with the stupid spork, but I don't know. That was weird.
What could possibly be the story of Toy Story 5? Like, I feel like
I think it was. I remember number 3 was going to be like Buzz was recalled because he was faulty or something like that. So he went back to his factory.
well then, but isn't that just gonna be Toy Story 1 again?
They
Because
could
then
do
you
something
have
like that. No, like he was going to be taken back to Taiwan or something where he was made.
what really?
Yeah. This was the original, and they had to go like rescue him. Maybe they do that, but I think a lot of the voice actors are like not even alive anymore.
Yeah, Mr. Potato Head, I think
He's dead.
by 4
And
he's
Mrs.
dead. Oh really?
And I think the same with Mrs.
That's a
Potato Head.
shame. But I think in 4 his lines are like cut up lines from other things
Yeah.
the actor did. So you only it's just a few lines. But I think it's pretty seamless. I think I watched it again with that information and didn't notice. You know, like
Yeah, but they can't replace Mr. Potato Head. Like,
he's actually really. The supporting cast in Toy Story is so good. Like every single member of the toy gang is really fun. Like it's-
yeah, and that's the issue. I think with the newer toys, number 3, they didn't really hit.
3.
They
You don't
tried.
Think, you don't think the toys?
Like Bonnie's toys and
I
some of the
don't care
toys
about
in the
Bonnie's toys.
some of the toys in
Not
the
watching.
daycare, like they didn't really hit apart from like Ken.
I liked the symbol monkey on the cameras. That's really fun.
That was good.
Lotso's a good villain. I like that he has big baby.
Yeah, I mean like we all know you like the big baby character. Yeah, I mean like the supporting like good toys. Like
yeah, you're right.
they're not terrible, but I just feel like can you even name any of them?
No, I don't care about Bonnie's toys.
Bonnie's
like,
toys.
The stupid hedgehog over tea party. But like, I'm not there for them, and I'm quite like that they're not really a major part. It's just Woody meets another toy gang. They try to make them significant in Toy Story 4, and that's another reason. It's like, I just don't care. Just show me more Ham. you
Oh,
know?
I like Ham. I like Rex. Like
Yeah.
like Slinky.
I don't care about. I couldn't name a single one. It's like the Avatar characters. I can't name a single one. Nateri.
Who's the villain in Avatar? Can you remember him?
Colonel Quaritch. Okay.
I remember him. Of
Only
course,
because
for
I
some
like his
reason.
actor. He's really great. Now, I think we've done around 20 minutes, which means we're now able to alienate our audience by speaking about the best bit of the Toy Story franchise, which is Buzz Lightyear of Star Command.
Oh,
Which I bet you hadn't even thought of.
I didn't even think about Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. I was thinking of talking about Lightyear if you wanted to.
Well, that's what I thought of Lightyear in my head, and then I thought of wait, there's a much better movie called Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. If you haven't watched it, I beg you go and watch it. It must be on YouTube.
Watch it.
It's just that film is carried largely by its depiction of Zurg as just like this.
Oof.
No, you don't think this?
No, I'm agreeing.
Absolutely campy, but also really good villain.
Oh, Zurg is great. He's so fun in these films. They're all fun. Like Buzz is fun.
In the cartoon, you mean?
Yeah, in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Like they're just, watch that.
Wasn't there? So there was a movie called Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. There was also a spin-off show, and it was all genuinely good. It's about as good as Toy Story, I'd say. Like genuinely, that's quite a high praise to give it. I'd say. Like
It should be up there. It should be talked about. It should be discussed. I mean, I never really saw the show. I think I saw like the odd episode here and there, but
the show is obviously not as good as the film, but like it's not like it's. You only watch the Lilo and Stitch movie, and then you watch the Lilo and Stitch cartoon. It's just this massive downgrade. The show doesn't feel like that. The show feels
I've
like.
forgotten about the Lilo and Stitch cartoon.
Yeah. Well, so I haven't watched the cartoon in a while, but Lilo and Stitch 2, you can just tell from like the first frame that it's like this is a downgrade. Like literally the
Really,
first
people
frame.
love Lilo and Stitch too.
I haven't watched it in a while. I watched Lilo and Stitch 1, put 2 on, and I was like no, but maybe the comments can recommend it to me. But yeah, Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
Why do you like it? I'll tell you. I'll
Go
start
on.
you off.
Go on, mate.
Buzz Lightyear is, well, again, to be fair, I haven't seen it in many years.
Yeah.
I'm sure it holds up though.
It does. I watched it 2 years ago. Watched it during COVID, maybe. So 3 years ago.
As a young lad, I think the action was really cool. As those were like blowing up robots and stuff like that. It triggered my Transformers brain, you know. A
Oh
little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Zurg's really funny and entertaining. It's quite like just there's some cool moments, like when he poisons the Unimind, and when that little bit at the end when he's on that platform in the tower and they all kind of gang up on, like Zurg is, sorry, on the platform, and they're Buzz and that gang up on him. There's some like cool moments. It looks good, like good lighting and stuff like that, good art.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Well animated. It's got that Saturday morning cartoon vibe.
That's literally what it's meant to be, isn't it? It's meant to be a Saturday. Why aren't they literally watching it? The Toy Story characters are watching
that's
the
how
Buzz Lightyear cartoon.
yeah.
So that's what it's meant to be, and so it's kind of able to be almost overly campy because it's meant to be, and it just makes it work. And I couldn't explain why. You know what I mean?
The stupid Lightyear movie came out and retconned it, being like, "Oh, this is where Buzz is from. He's from this movie, which is apparently from the '90s, and it doesn't look anything or feel anything like a movie from the '90s."
So this is why I actually wanted to bring it out to you, because you know something about Disney burying this cartoon, which is probably why anyone listening to this doesn't know about this cartoon exists, because it's like Disney just chucked it in the bin. And I went to like a visual effects festival, and they had a Lightyear presentation, and some absolute legend in like the movie Lightyear, some absolute legend in the audience asked, "What about the cartoon? Did you watch the cartoon?" And they actually said no. The people on the stage like, "No, we didn't really consider that. We didn't think it was that valuable," or something like that. And I was just like, "How dare you? Because you made a rubbish movie when you had this absolute work of art sat in the corner." And do you remember the reason why they binned it? I thought you told me once.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I know they don't like the film.
Yeah.
Or the franchise. I remember them saying that.
It's not on Disney Plus, I don't think.
Yeah,
for some reason they've tried to maybe something controversial happened or something. You know, maybe someone involved did something dodgy, but
it's probably because it's good and they're like upset that this was made and it's better than their Lightyear. They probably don't want anything distracting from Lightyear. Did those guys on this panel even know what the cartoon was? Like they knew what he was talking about, or were
they really clearly only vaguely knew it. They didn't watch it and they didn't care. That's the.
Great.
I don't want to get done for libel, but that's generally something they said. It was like, it just wasn't important to them. Was generally how they said it, and then moved on as quickly as they could. You know, like
Wow.
Yeah, it's really sad. Lightyear, the first 10 minutes of Lightyear are really, really good, interesting film. Like him and his crew get trapped on a planet, and they have to escape, but they can't. And Buzz keeps trying to escape, and each time he does, I think he breaks the light barrier. So he's going forward in time, but not aging, while everyone below him ages. And they've got a colony downstairs, right? And they keep trying to improve their rocket ship tech to leave the planet. And so each attempt, they're getting older, and he's staying the same age. And as they get older, they get more and more accustomed to living on the planet until Buzz is the only one who's like, "Can we please leave? This is rubbish." And they're like, "No, it's great here." That's an awesome idea, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's a good idea.
The one guy who's like the only one who remembers what it should be like. And then the plot just goes like somehow they have this amazing setup, and it just becomes like a goofy slapstick adventure of like Buzz and the most boring team of like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, we'll get the weirdos together. You know what I mean? Like, just not interesting. And it's a whole film of like, and then this happens, and then this happens, and this happens, and you're actually tired by the end of just like things happening. Like, it's just like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah, if you compare like his team in that show, in the movie, compared to the show, it's like a complete like 180. Because in the show they're all colourful weirdos and aliens as well. So they all look different and are different in space. So why not? And in this one they're just like people.
Because it's meant to be Galactic Star Command, isn't it? Like not just Space NATO. You know, like
it's like Green Lanterns type thing.
Yeah,
like,
it is. Yeah.
Space Police. But they just, I don't know, they just dropped the ball, and it's a shame because I like the idea of them making a Buzz Lightyear film,
and it looks really good.
It looks good, like a space film, or like I really want Disney Pixar to do like another like action-y type film, like The Incredibles.
Yeah,
I always think just do more like action films. Like that, but then this film was rubbish, so guess what, it didn't do well, and guess what, they will never do this again, so brilliant, thank you guys.
I don't think WALL-E falls off like Lightyear does, but it's kind of like that, you know what I mean? You know how the first half of WALL-E is just like 10 out of 10, and the second half's a bit like...
It is a little bit, don't say that though, because WALL-E's got some staunch defenders.
WALL-E is a banger, I'm not going to say it's not a banger, but I'm just trying to paint a picture, because I reckon more people have seen WALL-E. So it's like if WALL-E's drop-off was 10 times worse. You know what I mean? That's how I describe Lightyear. You know when you only watch a film and everyone tells you it's rubbish, and then you watch it and you think this is amazing. I was like so invested in Lightyear until it fell off. It was just like one of the most crushing like movie moments ever.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Defeated by Lightyear.
Because also, yeah, it felt like they binned this old show in service of this. You know what I mean? It's like,
Which, to be fair, no one cares about the show. Like,
No
I'll
one
admit
cares.
it. No one cares about the show or the movie,
cares.
but they could have resurrected it. You know.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Remember when this was the Toy Story podcast?
This is Toy Story.
I guess so.
Lightyear is a Toy Story film in a way.
You told me once, and therefore I never watched it, that Life of Pets is just Toy Story. Is this true?
Secret Life of Pets. I saw that one time, like 10 years ago. It is like Toy Story, though. Yeah, it's like animals, like a bunch of different pets. It's like they go out, they escape, and they go into the city, and there's things similar, but you know.
Is it just what if dogs secretly talked? Is that like the general idea? Like,
it's all animals, I think, just hanging out. It wasn't bad from what I remember, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I just feel that idea has been played out, hasn't it? It was kind of played out by Pixar, and I don't think DreamWorks, the main competitor, ever did any of like the what if this could talk idea. Like ants isn't like what if ants could talk. It's just like what do ants go up to?
What if ants were like people and had like a society?
Yeah.
I mean, DreamWorks is carried. I mean, let's be honest, it's carried by Shrek.
Oh, you saying Bug's Life isn't a banger?
Bugs Life is not DreamWorks.
Yes, it is.
Do you mean Ants?
Yeah. I do mean Ants.
Ants is not a banger, actually. On
Is it not?
retrospect.
Is it
Hot
not?
take,
When
Ants.
was the last time you watched Ants?
Probably also 10 years ago.
You is Over the Head DreamWorks because you hate Over the
Yeah,
Head.
it is. And you love Over There.
No,
for
I
no
don't.
Reason.
It's rubbish.
You love Over There.
No,
Don't try to deny it now from all these people.
You had a great description of Over the Edge, which made me watch it. You said you watched it and your face didn't even crack a smile, like straight faced the entire time. And I watched it because that was such like a crippling review. And you are right. It's just like
It's. I don't know. I don't dislike Over the Hedge. It's like it's got some interesting characters and like an idea,
yeah.
but it's not funny in the slightest bit.
Excluding
Which is wild. Sorry, Karen.
Excluding Shrek, what's the best DreamWorks film?
Is Ice Age DreamWorks? I think it is. It.
I think it might be someone else, but I can give it that if you want. That's just like another franchise though.
It's just another franchise.
I'm thinking of like getting a little boy in there, you know, pick a little niche.
I feel like there's definitely one I'm missing, like an obvious DreamWorks good film that I'm missing, and it's annoying me.
Well, you can stew on that for a minute while I Yeah, actually, you're looking up DreamWorks films now.
I'm looking up DreamWorks films. So
All right,
I'm gonna be called out for being ignorant,
all right, well,
ignoramus.
we're back after these messages.
DreamWorks has done Road to El Dorado, banger.
Oh,
How could I forget that?
that is
How
a
could I
banger.
forget that? Prince of Egypt, another banger.
I
Chicken
haven't-
Run.
Chicken Run, that's by Aardman,
Run.
isn't it?
I think all of the the Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit, also I guess published or whatever by
Wow, okay.
Shark Tale, which I liked, but I think people hate.
I haven't seen Shark Tale in years.
Madagascar. Also.
I actually saw that as an adult, and it's fine. It's not amazing. What?
And it's fine. Flushed Away.
Yeah.
B movie, which that's.
I only saw
that's
that
a
as an
funny
adult
name.
as well. It's all right, to be honest. Like
All right, Kung Fu Panda. Come on,
Haven't-
now. Those are good films. I know you hate.
maybe I'm
what's his face,
Pixar pilled. 'cause
Megamind.
I only saw that as an adult, but it's actually good.
It's actually really good. How to Train Your Dragon.
Actually good.
And then they kind of fell off. I mean, people like The Croods. I never saw that.
The Cruise.
The Croods. It's like a caveman film.
Okay.
Penguins of Madagascar. We do love the penguin. The best characters in the.
They are the best characters.
Boss Baby. You love Boss Baby.
oh,
Better than The Godfather, to quote you.
No, I don't think I said that. I do think the Godfather hasn't aged well, but I don't think Boss Baby is
No,
better.
you said Boss Baby was better than Captain Underpants. I know you're a Captain
No,
Underpants fan.
I actually love that.
I know you're a massive fan. Now this kind of doesn't count, but Puss in Boots: The Last Wish,
Wasn't
because
that
that's
count?
Shrek. That's like Shrek adjacent,
Oh,
but
I guess so. Yeah.
that was really good.
So who makes better films if you had to like average it? DreamWorks or Pixar on a long enough time frame?
Do you know what? I feel like Pixar. See, Puss in Boots wasn't that long ago. I think, and there's this film called Wild Robot, which I think was popular.
That's really good. I saw that.
You saw that?
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Bad Guys as well. The Bad Guys. That's like another animal heist group, but I think
Right.
that's a popular film. So DreamWorks is still making like bangers.
Yeah,
to be fair,
that's
they're
true.
not always. It's not consistently making bangers, but it's never really consistently made bangers.
What was the last Pixar banger? Moana? And that's Disney. I don't understand. There's some distinction. There's like Disney animated films, 3D, and there's also Pixar animated films. Like Brave is Disney, but it looks like Pixar. And Disney also owned Pixar, but I don't think it's Pixar.
I think they had split up or something at some point. They were originally working together, but they eventually just.
The lore is so deep.
The lore is deep, right? Elio was the last Pixar film. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it. So
Inside Out 2, which
people seem to like.
people
Inside
seem
Out.
to
I
like.
think Inside Out 2 made $1 billion, so people must like that.
Maybe, but that's a sequel to like. I never saw Inside Out.
No,
That's when I started to go off.
Well, I've just got my own internal issues. I need to watch some kids. You know what I mean? Like I've got.
They had Elemental, which flopped, and I don't like that. Lightyear, Turning Red. Like people didn't like.
Turning Red. Is that the one where the guy gets really angry?
It's the Hulk. No, it's about that girl who turns into a panda.
What? The thing is, I don't live in an English-speaking country, so I don't see adverts of things. So I haven't heard of any of these.
But did you know they make a film every year? I didn't even notice.
I guess people watch them. Well, like, are these just like Disney Plus originals, or are these real films?
Sorry, these are Pixar's films.
But Pixar is owned by Disney.
They're co-produced by Walt Disney.
Right. Okay. So I don't know. I think back in the day, Pixar was knocking it out the park, but since like 2010, I haven't really been interested. But DreamWorks still seem to be doing well, like consistently doing well.
Yeah, they've got some good ones coming up. I mean,
what's the worst DreamWorks film?
Over the Hedge.
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't seen all of them, so I can't say. I'm sure Over the Hedge is all right. Still looking at the upcoming films.
From whom?
Which from Pixar, we got Incredibles 3
Oh dear.
and Toy Story 5.
I like The Incredibles. I think The Incredibles 1 is one of my favourite films ever, but The Incredibles 2 isn't very good, is it?
Very good. But there's a lot they can do with Incredibles. I feel like there's potential for a good sequel, but
I would just like to see, like, you know how Incredibles 1, there's all these other heroes that are all retired now. I'd like to see more of them. I didn't need, like, some new bad guy in Incredibles 2. That wasn't what I'd want from a sequel. Like, another, like... She's just like a bad Syndrome in The Incredibles 2. She's just like another not superpowered person with technology. Like, just get an actual supervillain.
get someone with powers in there. Get someone with, like, destructive powers.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say before we go off it, let's talk about what's just on DreamWorks. Shrek 5 is on the horizon.
Yeah.
What did you think of the teaser?
I just think we're being grumpy old men. Like, it just doesn't look very good. But it just doesn't look very good. You know, like...
Yeah, the new art style's not it.
New art style's not it. I don't really care about Shrek having a teenage daughter because I feel like the plot's gonna be really predictable, isn't it? It's gonna be rather than Shrek falls out with Fiona, it's gonna be Shrek falls out with a kid. You know, like
we can all. I think everyone was like,
yeah, it's
like people
so
commenting,
obvious.
just predicting, like she's gonna have a teenage rebellion. He's gonna be funny old dad. Like, I don't get it. And then the film was like, I get it now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, just.
But Puss in Boots was really good. So
yeah, Puss in Boots was exceptional.
There's potential, and they this has to be good. This is Shrek. This is their golden goose. If they mess this up, then it's like it's over. I think.
Shrek 4 is actually quite a risky film, all things considered, and they did do something quite different with it. Like, it's still Shrek has to learn a lesson, but they like went really extravagant with it and had this alternate universe stuff. If they somehow pull something out of the bag with Shrek 5, then fair enough. You know what I mean? I feel like in the early 2000s, this insane level of media literacy that people have now wasn't really a thing. So you could be a bit more risky with stuff, but now people see stuff from a mile away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
or a
like,
bit more basic with some of the stuff. I think we just have been over-fed basic stories.
I think the other thing is people have been eating the same 4 Shrek films for 20 years. So like you just know the Shrek formula.
You know Shrek. Like you're watching. Everyone's gonna be watching this with like hawk eyes. Like this is gonna be.
I'd actually be scared to make a Shrek 5. I'd be nervous. It's like making another Star Wars, isn't it? It's just like we have to get this right.
They should be nervous.
But yeah, Puss in Boots 2 takes a lot of risks, and actually every single one paid off.
Yeah,
every single.
The whole film is great.
Yeah, actually really good. Speaking of DreamWorks, I like somehow met. I don't know if I say I met, but I was at like another visual effects festival, and like there was like this is like the only interesting visual effects story I have, like where I've done something thanks to the YouTube thing, and it was like in a what's the word, like a people who report on stuff, like a journalist's room, and I was in there just like because it was cool in there. To be honest, it was hot in the festival, and there was this American guy in there who was talking very loudly because he's an American. But what he was saying was incredibly interesting, and he was basically the first guy to teach DreamWorks how to animate, because obviously Pixar was a thing, and then DreamWorks tried to compete, but they didn't really know how to do 3D animation yet, and they were trying to animate more mechanically, I think, like that. But he was like a dancer performer, and he sort of taught them how people move. So they had to have like a real life choreographer teach the animators how to animate in real life. Because in 2D, you have a lot more freedom, don't you? Because it's completely hand drawn, you can do wacky movements. But in 3D, there's kind of more of a grounding in reality. And so I can't remember what his name is now, but I just found it quite interesting that it had to come from a real place to do 3D animation. Because I feel like you just don't think of it like that, you know?
I know that 2D does take inspiration from real people moving and stuff like that, but I guess they'd have to do it a little bit differently for 3D.
There's just less freedom. I think it's like simultaneously more and less freedom with 3D. It's just a completely different art style, which that does bring me back to Toy Story. Cause like, yeah, if it was done in 2D, it would be a completely different film. I think it would lose some charm. It would just be like another animated film. But at the same time, I don't think they did anything special with it being 3D. They didn't do anything you couldn't do with 2D animation, not a single bit. Maybe the ball pit with all the aliens. I don't think that would work in 2D.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to like watch it and think about it and have that in my head. Like,
yeah, I might do that next time I watch it, because it's inevitably going to watch next time in my life. Speaking of which, I finished G.I. Joe, by the way. I know last week, you know what? I finished G.I. Joe, which I said I didn't do last week. Did you?
No.
You said you might on the podcast.
Why are we back? We're back to G.I. Joe. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Just because I actually feel really bad that I didn't finish it for the podcast, because it just got better and better. Actually, really enjoyable movie. Really enjoyable movie.
Okay.
I don't think it's some work of art, but I had a really fun time watching it. And I thoroughly recommend watching G.I. Joe if you want a nice, mindless action movie that'll leave you satiated.
So it's better than Toy Story, is what you're saying?
No. God, no. Absolutely not.
You wanted to ask questions about Bug's Life.
Yeah, to be honest, for some reason, I have seen Bug's Life, but it just goes in one ear and out the other. I don't remember the plot of Bug's Life at all. Is that common? Was it a flop, Bug's Life?
I don't think so. Bug's Life is sick, and I remember the plot. And it's the only one that never got a sequel. I don't...
Oh, Bug's Life 2 must be on the way. There's no
Bug's Life 2,
way.
I don't think they care, or they just don't want to do it, but why? It was really good.
Has every Pixar film with a sequel now? Nemo, Monsters
They
Inc.,
all do.
Toy Story.
Cars. Wall-E doesn't have a sequel. Ratatouille doesn't have a sequel.
What can the sequel to Wall-E be like? Like,
everything got better.
that'd be nice. That'd be a nice, heartwarming sequel, to be honest.
Yeah.
A Bug's Life, what?
But Bug's Life was the second one.
Yeah.
So it came out like early days. It deserves a sequel more than these later ones, which were probably better films. But put some respect on Bug's Life, man.
Yeah, okay then. So Bug's Life didn't lose money at all. It's also like, it's just incredible that like for like 10 years in a row they made these really interesting innovative films, like 10 years of straight bangers. Straight. And also it seems like you can churn out an animated film much quicker than I think their budget's also quite low, relatively speaking. I think Toy Story's budget's like 30 million.
Yeah.
Which is really low for a movie.
Definitely it takes less time to do a 3D than a 2D movie.
And I can't believe that, to be honest. It takes less than a live-action movie as well. Like, I think even a live-action movie without any CGI costs more than a 3D animated movie. You know, like
3D or 2D.
3D. I think 3D animated movies are the cheapest ones to do.
Yeah, well, I guess it depends also how many people you've got working on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Bug's Life, I feel like maybe suffered because there was ants at the same time, so there was the Bug movie.
That seemed to happen all the time, didn't it? Wasn't there like a Madagascar clone from Pixar that no one knows
Wild
about?
Or something like that. I saw it in cinema.
I feel like that's just gone.
You also had Shark Tale and Finding Nemo.
What happened there? Why did they all the same? What was that about?
They must have had spies like working with. I guarantee they had like secrets being leaked. Like, what are they working on? Let's do it. Let's work it.
Or was it that the technology was coming out at the same time, and then so that, you know what I mean? So like to make an underwater
it's
film.
It's like nuclear weapons.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
We got the water technology. Let's make a fish film.
It's an arms race. Well, because that's the thing, right? Like films and visual effects are made of what the last film did. So I guess like if one film breaks water technology, the next ones can do it. You know what I mean? And then like boom, outwards. Yeah, yeah.
So they got bug and like leaf technology in toys. No, in Toy Story, to be fair, they had trees.
Yeah,
so they had rocks and trees. Why not make a bug film?
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, it's a good point. Also, I think a bug film makes sense. It's just really basic stuff. It's like leaves, dirt, and all the same bugs. Like ants is probably the same ant a million times on screen. I guarantee they're not individual ants, except the main 3.
Yeah,
you know?
probably same Bug's Life. Probably made like 10 ants and just replicated all of them.
Yeah.
And then the grasshoppers as well. Like,
aren't they the baddies or something? The grasshoppers. Yeah. The only thing I know from Bug's Life is like the meme from Helldivers, where like it's like he opens a tube and loads of bugs come out. What is that?
He opens a tube and loads of like grains come out and kill his friends.
And that's to imply that they'll get beaten up if they don't go kill bugs or what?
It's to imply that like, oh, there's way more ants than us. So because he throws one grain at the guy and he's like, did that hurt? He's like, nah, it's nothing. He's like, okay, what about this? And just pours like an entire tube on him. And
well, is that
him.
the plot of Bug's Life then? The bugs rebelling against the grasshopper?
Yeah, it's like there's
cool.
like fewer grasshoppers or locusts compared to the ants.
Right.
But the ants haven't really realised that there's like way more of it. It's like rising up against freaking people in power, like the people versus the...
I did not know that's the plot of Bug's Life. I suddenly want
people
to
versus
watch
the
Bug's
mob.
Life.
You should watch Bug's Life again. It's actually really good. And Hopper and the villains are really cool as well. And he has a great ending.
Alright.
That's something interesting is the animation of the bird. I don't know if you remember the bird at the end of the
Bug's Life.
film in Bug's Life. Oh. They have... The bird is like a villain throughout the film, but it's like a force of nature. It's not really like a cartoony villain like Hopper. But the bird is really interesting. They make it look like a real bird, not a cartoon bird. And it like moves like a real bird. Like it twitches and like jumps and flutters. And it just makes it come across very scary from a bug point of view. and it's really clever actually. Oh, you watch Bug's Life again.
Alright, okay, that'll be my homework.
Please.
It's next week the Buzz Life episode.
This is like this is the Pixar podcast now. It's not even...
No, it's true. Well, I guess I have one more thing to say about Toy Story. I probably have loads to say about Toy Story, but we can just come back to it, you know. One more thing to say about Toy Story is my only criticism is I feel the songs don't add anything to the story. Like, as Pixar grew and grew and grew, the songs became a bit more, like, subtle. But, like, in Toy Story 2, for example, when Jessie gets left behind at the park or whatever, it's just like, I'm sad, I've been left behind, I'm so sad. You know what I mean? There's nothing to interpret there. And so it's just like 3 minutes of I'm sad. And it's like, yeah, I get it's sad, but like there's nothing more to it. And the same with like strange things are happening. It's just like, yeah, strange things are happening. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's no metaphors.
Yeah, I think they were trying something there because I don't remember any of the other films having like vocal songs played randomly.
Yeah, maybe that's a good point actually.
Like, a
Like
lot of them will obviously have music and stuff like that and like
Yeah.
some montages, but they don't have like a full on song played over it. But the first two Toy Stories do, which kind of actually separates it a little bit.
Is that a holdover from 2D animation? Because animated films always have songs, don't they?
Usually it's the character singing it, but I guess it would be kind of weird if they just always started singing. So
Yeah.
I like it though. Shrek did it.
Yeah.
Shrek had like just songs playing over it.
Yeah, there's just something about... I just got bored in all the musical scenes in Toy Story. It's like, not to be, like, a little bit bored, you know? And that doesn't happen in Shrek.
But I love when Buzz is like trying to fly out the window.
That's really good.
And they got that song
really
playing.
good.
Like, that's such a cool scene.
Yeah.
I think I like the music. I don't agree with you here, but...
Does Toy Story 3 have music? I feel it doesn't, actually. Or 4.
I don't remember. I don't think it's got, like, songs playing over it.
Yeah, maybe that's a big distinguishing factor.
It could be just of the times kind of thing. I just thought, oh, we're going to do this. But...
Speaking of Shrek, I think they shouldn't play that Smash Mouth song in Shrek. I think it'll be an eye roll.
Shrek 5 is going to be the most like nostalgia film ever.
I don't. Again, this is the old man podcast, but like, I'm tired of nostalgia. I want new and interesting things. Nostalgia was cool for a while. I'll admit it, but I just need something different. I don't need Shrek 5 to be a nostalgia film. I watched a film recently that was just a nostalgia film. It was like, I didn't... Because I've watched the old Shrek a million times. I don't need nostalgia
what
for
film
that.
did you...
I really can't remember. It was quite recent. It's just like... It's a film I really liked. It got a sequel. The sequel was just nostalgia bait, and it's like, oh, I kind of wanted another story.
I mean, what you said earlier is right, that we've been watching Shrek, the
Yeah.
4 Shrek films since, for years now.
Yeah.
We don't need to hear Smash Mouth again.
No, that scene is burnt into my corneas.
They're going to do it, though. And I bet they'll have, like, the daughter doing it or something, like doing the same scene that Shrek did or something. Just remember this?
I don't need to remember this. I really wish I could remember that movie. Like, it was a proper nostalgia movie. Oh well.
Great.
What? Oh man, I feel this descends into the old man podcast again.
This is. We like
Toy Story.
films.
I just don't think modern films are like films really. They're just sort of products, aren't they? Like,
Whoa, Nelly.
Well, they are.
Now we get this is a whole different topic.
Oh, I just think they're designed to sell. I mean, all films were designed to sell, but they were designed to tell you something.
There's
You know,
a
talk to you.
got more effort.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the Minions movies?
I've never seen a Minions movie.
Not even Gru, whatever it's called. Despicable Me.
Never seen Despicable Me.
I got made to watch every single Despicable Me and Minions film, and
why?
it's just like
What do you mean you got made at gunpoint?
pretty much. They're alright.
They're alright.
They're alright,
They just
actually.
look stupid and silly. And hey, someone said this, and I agree that the Minions ripped off the little green men from Toy Story because they are like little annoying voice guy, like high pitched voice guys with a little catchphrase, and like they're just the same thing, mass marketable. Do you see that?
I'm such an old man, but I'm getting so tired of mass marketable characters. You know what I mean? Like,
You've
just
got to have the marketing toy.
I
that
know.
all the kids are gonna want.
I
to
know.
buy.
I just.
I never once wanted an LGM when I was a little kid.
Did you not? You've been sarcastic. I
No.
thought they were kind of cool.
Oh, I liked them. I didn't want one as a toy.
Buzz was cool, wasn't he?
I wanted a Buzz.
Did you have a Buzz toy?
I had a Buzz and a Woody and a Slinky.
You had a Woody. That's so cool. I had Buzz. I think that's all I had from Toy Story, but Buzz was the coolest. Like,
I still have my
objectively.
Woody. He's beaten up.
Is he really?
Badly, yeah.
What
Buzz is
happened
actually
to him?
doing all right, but Woody, oof,
Oh, you what's that on your little shelf or what?
is in my cupboard.
Oh, so you've actually given them the tragic Toy Story ending.
Well, this is still in my room.
Yeah, but they want to be played
When
with,
I
mate.
when I went to a fair a few weeks ago, there was a Woody, the one I've got, but he was in like perfect condition. I looked and I thought about mine, and I was like, whoa, I've really like messed him up.
Was your Woody? Did he have some good times? And that's why he's in bad condition, though. Because that's what a Woody would want. You know, he'd want to be played
he
with.
used to come out with me. We went on like a few Disney rides together.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
sweet.
I took him out with me.
Toy Story is actually so tragic. Like the concept of you have 10 years of fun, then you're just a relic forever. It's
Yeah.
actually genuinely tragic. It could be a good message about plastic use and things like that. That could be what Toy Story 5 should
In a way,
be.
yeah, like Woody's fate at the end of number 4, that's probably ideal, because if he's not going to be played with, he's just going to sit and like, gather dust.
Yeah.
Might as well go out and have an
Yeah,
adventure.
but he was getting played with. That's why it's stupid. He's with Bonnie. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
she was not playing with him. He was just
Was she not?
No, she took out everyone but him and left him in the
oh,
wardrobe.
it shouldn't be a rubbish toy then, should he? Like, it's a cowboy with a big head. Like, what he wants to play with it? Buzz is cool, man.
Buzz is cool. Buzz is, who's your favourite character? It was Woody for me. I don't know if he still is.
Woody's really good. Never as a kid did I like Woody, but I now get Woody. You know what I mean? As an adult, as a kid, it probably is Buzz, isn't it? Buzz is just really
Buzz
cool.
was cool.
Probably Mr. Potato
I
Head.
love Mr. Potato Head.
He's
as
just cynical, isn't he? Like us. He's a
well.
cynical
Even though he was
old
just
man.
like, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, shut up, Mr. Potato Head. But now it's like, yeah, I get
Was
it.
he a toy that pre-existed these films?
I think he is, or was.
It's a really cool idea for a toy.
It's a great idea.
I had a Mr. Potato as a kid and I lost all his bits.
No.
Yeah, sorry. I think Mr. Potato had one arm that I chewed.
That must be hell for Mr. Potato Head to be left as like the shell with no eyes, feet, arms. Like you're just literally an entity sitting there.
How do his eyes transfer to his brain? Like, how's that? What is that like intergalactic force that does that? You know, like how can the US
Oh,
Army
it's
weaponize
no.
this?
His eyes are like always switched on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so he can leave one a mile away. Like, this is like
Yeah.
a superpower. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess each individual part of him is like him, in like so even his hat kind of probably is like a part of him.
can the CIA weaponize this? You know what I mean?
We
Like,
could
can
leave.
his ears in like high-level meetings. You know, like in his eyes.
They should do toy soldiers and like
Oh,
put like
yeah.
military chips in the neck
That's
in
what I
Buzz
want.
Lightyear.
That's what I want for Toy Story 5. Is the CIA weaponizing the toys? You know?
Weaponizing toys, yeah, that'd be great. Little army men,
What was that film? Small Soldiers. That was basically that.
small
Actually.
soldiers, yeah.
That's
what
basically
said.
it, right? Like,
Well,
oh
that's
really?
Toy soldiers. One of them. It's called that. It's small soldiers, yeah.
I think there's a sequel to that coming out.
That's not surprising, actually.
Yeah,
that might be
unbelievable.
cool. Is there actually? I kind of want to see that. As long as they keep them like as cool army men.
I really like. I haven't seen that,
That
film in a
film's
while.
great.
Is
I
that
love
actually
that
good?
film.
When was
Yeah.
the last time you watched it?
Not that like 5+ years ago.
Oh, okay,
It's
then.
like I think it's held up. CG in that film is probably terrible, but
Is Small Soldiers gonna be next week?
we can't talk about small soldiers for an hour. We can't squeeze out an hour of small soldiers. As much as it is really good,
What would be the hardest films to do a podcast on?
Small soldiers.
Probably Pride and Prejudice. I just don't have much to say. Have you seen Pride
We're
and
just
Prejudice?
the wrong people to talk about Pride. There's probably a lot to say on Pride and Prejudice.
It looks really good.
To someone who like has read the books and like watched it and stuff like that, there's probably hours worth of content to talk about. But me and you, we ain't.
There's been
talk
no
about toys and corners and.
There's been no rubbish sequel to Pride and Prejudice that we can be old men about. They just ruined it. I just can't believe it.
There's like a zombie Pride and Prejudice.
Oh,
film.
there you go.
Yeah, so.
All right, interesting. Anything else to say on Toy Story? There's probably loads to say on Toy Story. I'm probably gonna listen back to this one editing and be like, why didn't I say that?
Idiot! Why didn't you say
I'm a
this?
fool.
Why don't you rank them for me? I think we know mine. 2, 1, 3, 4.
Okay. I want to say 3. I'm probably wrong, but I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, 4. But like, there's like decimeters. Is a decimeter small? There's like
Sure, I know. We know what you're saying. Like
millimeters between 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? It's just like
yeah.
probably like 9.99, 9.98, 9.97, and then like 4 or like a 5. You know what I mean?
I think there's a very small difference for me between 2 and 1, and I think they like interchange.
Yeah.
Number 3 is like a little step down, a little noticeable gap.
Really?
Yeah.
3's a noticeable gap.
Not that it's bad, but just I know it's not my favourite. I know it.
Crazy.
I just know that. And number 4 is way down.
Right. If you had to give him numbers for the spreadsheet that no one's made, I
I
just gave mine. I
don't
guess.
know.
Would you give any of them a 10?
10 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm giving.
2, yes, is a 10 out of 10. 1 is probably a 9 out of 10.
You know,
And
I would objectively argue that 2 is a better film than 3, but I like 3 more. I would probably give 2 a 10 out of 10, 3 a 9, 1 a 9.
Yeah.
But I'd say I like 3 more. And then 4, what do you say for 4?
4 I would give 5.
I just don't like it. Like if that
Just
film,
don't like it.
if that film wasn't called Toy Story, and I put it on, would you like it more or less?
Do you know what? Part of me would be like, this could be a Toy Story film. Something
Well,
like, I feel
obviously.
like they're just trying to redo Toy Story a little bit.
Okay, Toy Story doesn't exist, or you know what I mean? Like it's just its own entity, and you can't compare it.
Well,
to
then
Toy
I
Story.
wouldn't mind it so much because I feel like Woody is like just out of character in that film, and also
Yeah.
the side characters are sidelined massively.
So sidelined for boring characters. I don't
Which
care
is
about.
such a shame. Yeah, for boring characters, you like freaking Duke Nukem or whatever. It is. And like the 2 teddies that are really like comic relief, trying to be funny, but they're not.
They really tried to spin that out because I had Disney Plus for a while, and if you type in Toy Story, there's like 1 million spin-offs inside Bonnie's room with all those characters, like the little
Really?
hedgehog and stuff. They really tried to make that work, and I guess Toy Story 5. I'll see if it
Maybe
does.
it's like a little kid, you'd love it, but
The spoon is like really prevalent in that as well. You know.
the stupid spork is really annoying, and it's like not even important by the end of the film.
Yeah. What does he do?
He just falls off. He's just there to be like in the way. He's like catalyst basically for the plot.
Oh yeah, Woody has some obsession with saving that little fork, doesn't he?
Yeah,
even though he
wants
actually
to be trash, which is kind of funny idea actually.
that is quite funny. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What
we
I
just gave our rankings there, by the
Toy
way.
Story film 4. I really don't like it. I really don't like it.
Just don't like it. Just
Don't like it. Simple as. Probably a.
It might be the worst of the sequels. If I count it with the other Pixar sequels.
I don't think I've seen many Pixar. I really don't like Incredibles 2 just because of how good 1 is and how much of a letdown 2 was.
Yeah, Finding Dory is like a nothing film.
I haven't seen that.
Monsters University is quite good.
I remember liking Monsters University actually. Yeah, I watched it when I was like 15. It was good.
Yeah, I
watched
didn't
since.
hate it.
Yeah.
God, I want another Monsters Inc. film. If I'm being honest with you, like that's
actually really good.
that's a banger.
I
Franchise.
watched that like 2 years ago, thinking like it's not gonna be very good. And I was like, this is sick. This is sick.
So good.
So good. I really like. Again, I said it already, but I really like how they just capture the mundane monster under the bed. Just not mundane. You know what I mean? And a whole universe that a kid. Why I like it. It gets into a kid's brain. You know what I mean? Like makes you think about it, which not many films do. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Yeah, there's very few films that take a mundane kid imagination thing and.
Yeah, it's
it out,
clever.
like.
I like. Yeah, all good stuff.
Toy Story 4. Let's give it a 5. Feels a bit harsh, but don't like it. Really don't like it. Right. That's the end.
Okay, that's all. Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Let us know if the IRL version worked better. I think it did.
I think it did. I think we did well.
All right, we'll do this every week. We won't.
It was expensive.
We live far away. Bye.
Bye.